Now I want to explain one part of loyalty without the bullshit that sounds simple on the surface, but is usually where many loyalty programs quietly become financially dangerous. This part is reward catalog pricing. A normal customer only sees one thing. This reward costs 3,000 points. But behind that number, a serious loyalty system should not be guessing. It should be asking several questions. First, what value does the customer think this reward has? That is the customer perceived value. It could be the normal retail price, the public market price, or the face value the customer recognizes. Second, what does this reward actually cost the company to fulfill? That is not always the same number. The company may get a wholesale deal. The partner may subsidize part of the reward. The item may have shipping costs, tax, settlement costs, handling costs, or operational fees. Sometimes the company gets it cheaper than market value. Sometimes scarcity, import costs, or urgent procurement makes it more expensive. So, if a loyalty program prices rewards only from customer face value, it may ignore cost reality. But if it prices rewards only from internal costs, the catalog may feel unstable or unfair to the customer. That is why reward pricing needs governance. In my framework, reward pricing is not just how many points should we charge. The better question is how many points should the customer pay while the company protects margin, avoids abuse, and keeps the catalog feeling fair. This is where perceived value and cost to company must be separated. Perceived value is used to protect customer fairness. Cost to company is used to protect the business. Then the system applies catalog guardrails. If the company gets a reward extremely cheap, the point price should not automatically become absurdly cheap. Otherwise, customers may drain the catalog, abuse the reward, or create cost pressure elsewhere. If the company gets a reward extremely expensive, the point price should not automatically become ridiculous for normal catalog items. Otherwise, customers feel cheated and the loyalty program loses trust. So, normal rewards need a pricing corridor. Too low is dangerous, too high is unfair. Inside the corridor is governable. And if an item truly needs to sit above the normal corridor because it is scarce, limited, or premium, then do not hide it. Label it clearly as a limited drop, premium redemption, or scarcity reward. That way, the customer understands this costs more points because this is not a normal catalog item. This is the difference between random point pricing and governed reward pricing. But reward pricing is only one side. There is another question finance must ask. How much will all these outstanding points probably cost us later? That is liability. And this is where many loyalty discussions become messy because people confuse customer value with company cost. For the customer, points represent access to perceived reward value. For finance, points represent possible future costs. Same point currency, different valuation purpose. Reward catalog pricing decides what the customer must spend. Liability accounting estimates what the company may have to pay when those points are redeemed. So, when I say loyalty must be financially accountable, this is what I mean. A serious system does not only track points issued, it tracks how many points were issued, how many points were redeemed, how many points are still outstanding, how many are expected to be redeemed later, how much those future redemptions may cost the company, and whether that cost is justified by real customer value. That is why loyalty cannot be managed only by marketing excitement. A reward may look attractive to the customer, but behind the scenes, the company still needs cost to company logic, pricing guardrails, redemption forecasting, liability estimation, and catalog governance. The goal is not to make loyalty complicated for the customer. The goal is to keep the customer experience simple, while the system behind it remains economically disciplined. The customer sees, I earn points, I can redeem rewards, the catalog feels fair. But the company must know, is this reward funded by real customer value? Is the redemption cost controlled? Is the outstanding liability visible? Is the catalog strengthening the core business loop? That is the difference between a loyalty program that looks exciting on the surface and a loyalty operating system that can survive finance review. Loyalty without the bullshit is built around that principle. Not random generosity, not decorative points, not fake engagement reports, but a governed value exchange system where customer reward, business costs, and long-term liability are connected.